Good evening, and welcome to the 425 News. She's Brooke Dickey.
And he's Drew Opert.
Today's top stories: Sarah Palin. Can any person really be that stupid? Also, teacher salaries. Is $1 million enough? But today's leading story: invitations.
First of all, we're going to talk about literacy across the curriculum.
Well, that sounds interesting, Brooke.
Yes, well, you might be asking yourself, what is literacy across the curriculum?
I have been.
Literacy across the curriculum means that students are learning literacy skills while learning other content areas, such as math, science, art, and music.
Oh my.
Yes, well, why is it important?
Why is it important?
Reading across the disciplines will not only motivate students who are bored by traditional reading methods, but will also show the students the importance of reading in a variety of settings.
Oh wow, that really makes sense.
Yes.
I just got word Gary England has an update for us on the weather.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what Gary has to say. Well, it's looking like sunshine and rainbows for the rest of the week. It should be pretty good out there for your morning travels, and it's looking like good weather down there in Arlington for the big game. Let's get them Sooners. Okay, well, great. Thanks, Gary.
Thank you,
really
Gary.
Appreciated that
That
update.
was great.
It's looking a little furrier than normal.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are reading strategies, and why are they key to reading in each of the different disciplines? Well, in math, students should be identifying key words in order to know how to solve the problem. Students should also know what these words mean in order to decipher complex mathematical language. Students need to also have a strong grasp of language in order to create their own word problems. Lastly, students should be comfortable reading textbooks examples if they are stuck on a problem at home. How about that, Brooke?
That's fabulous.
I've certainly been stuck on problems before because I couldn't read.
Oh, yes. Yes. Well, what about literacy?
What about literacy?
Well, they need to have sufficient reading fluency in order to understand the entire meaning of the text.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes. Students must also have adequate comprehension in order to recall the text. And additionally, students must have a wide range of vocabulary so that they will understand the variety of texts available, including drama, poetry, novels, and so on.
I know when I was a child, I was in several dramas. How about you, Brooke?
No dramas for me.
Just drama with your husband now? Anyways, in science, students must build a technical vocabulary in order to understand important readings addressed such as weather conditions, life cycles, and most importantly, rocks. Students must also focus on the ability to research and explore topics in order to form reports. Students must also have a strong writing skill in order to discuss their findings. Can you imagine how dreadful it would be to do all this research and not be able to discuss your findings with anyone, Brooke?
That would be awful, just awful.
That would be devastating.
Yes. Well, the last one is social studies, you may have guessed. Well, in social studies, students should be able to read text to think of multiple perspectives. Children should build vocabulary of geographical terms, comprehension skills in order
look out
to...
for the bird. Sorry, we've having a bird problem in the studio lately.
Oh, goodness. Anyway, as I was saying, children should build vocabulary of geographical terms, comprehension skills, in order to connect previous readings.
I liked how you kept working at the word vocabulary when you couldn't say it. That really shows a lot of effort on your part.
Yes, yes. That's why literacy is important.
Yes, and that's why you're the #1 journalist. You just don't give up on words.
Thank you, thank you.
So what is an activity that incorporates reading across the curriculum? Well, we have a great idea for you, don't we, Brooke?
Sure.
That is true, because I just said that. A teacher could have the students complete a project that would address multiple subjects while incorporating literacy. An example would be focusing a lesson around the book The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. I know many of us have read The Lorax.
That is a fabulous book, Drew.
It is, one of my favorites, in fact.
Yes.
This lesson would begin by reading the book aloud with the class. A way to incorporate science would be having the students research deforestation throughout the world and write a report on their findings. What a fabulous idea.
That is a great idea. Who thought of that?
I think I did.
Oh.
Math could be used in this unit by having students find fractions or percentages of the tree coverage around the world. And They could have them calculate or graph the changes of tree coverage throughout time. Boy, there certainly have been a lot of trees throughout time, haven't there?
Yes.
That's
yes.
right. Additionally, for social studies, students could write a journal entry pertaining to why or why not we should have rainforests and why we should save them or why we shouldn't. I can't imagine why someone wouldn't want to save a rainforest, though.
No, me neither.
No. Students could also write a letter to their congressperson voicing their opinions on the situation. Well, I think that's just a fantastic idea.
Yes, yes.
So now let's talk a little bit about why reading across the disciplines is so important beyond what we've just talked about. Reading across the disciplines helps students by allowing them to focus on a myriad of topics all within a short period. They can cover so many things at once, but it's up to the teachers to figure out how to do it.
That's right. That's right, Drew.
That is right. Well, for all of us here at the News 5 at 425, she's Brooke Dickey.
And he's Drew Obert.
Thanks.